Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get the first round started in this grand final of the second map, and it's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. Unluckily, I couldn't find anyone in time since the match started pretty much instantaneously. We do have Western Jesters starting on their axis, the more favored side, but as Dallas gets the first frag onto West, it's going to be tough to retake this, but so far Disrupt is doing a lot of damage with that shotgun, even getting a second frag, just leaving Dallas and Nicholas alone. And Dallas will be the last one remaining in a 1 versus 3, and he falls. So the first round will go to Western Jesters after a very quick round, as they did get the B site 5-stack. It's going to be tough for them in this game, especially since they are sighting on the allies compared to sighting on the axes. And it will be interesting to see how we can get this done. As we can see, Western Jesters do have 3 SMGs as well as a shotgun and a Gewehr to still play with, which Wally also has a shotgun in his back pocket, while on the other side, 5-stack has 3 carbides, shotgun, and a Thompson to play with, which are pretty good weapons themselves. And Dallas is already pushing up, and Vic is actually the first one to get the frag, and Ghost does trade back, but he doesn't expect the flying blade to come in to get that frag. But again, a trade coming in through the smoke from Neo, which is fantastic from him, making it a 3 versus 3. But now this is where you need to start slowing down the pace. You need to try and command as much as you can. We still got Wally and Dark, and we have a player on the flank. But they need to push this together, otherwise they won't be able to stop the plant. Wally almost getting the plant up. Tag down very low. Disrupt able to get the frag. Now Wally will push. Knows where the last 2 players are. Gets one, and West gets the last one, and that's all players remaining. And the retake is good, and it's a teammates going in from Western Jesters, the boys which I am repping for, because they are such a great team. You got Vic, he's a big man himself. West, Disrupt, Wally, Blade is such a stacked lineup against the 5-stacks, who most normally have Neo, Ghost, some people recognize, and then Alice, who has been playing quite well. Be interesting to see if he can keep that up. And I forgot to turn X-ray on, since I am a great observer, as you can tell. So going into this map, I was trying to find someone quickly, but I couldn't find anyone quickly, so I'm just like, I'm gonna solo cast the finals, which is so good. I would like to have someone with me like Mitch, but Vic, he doesn't want Dallas in here anymore. Gets a nice headshot through the smoke, knowing the angle, which most players now know. Which, if you're the allies, you want to try and avoid that as much as you can. But this fighting tag is going to be the important one. Nicholas unable to find one. He gets tagged down very low. But right on the other side is West, which he needs to be careful of. And it does seem like Disrupt has pushed up for mid, so he should be able to get this player at tank if he just peeks, which he does, with West distracting. And he's going to actually fall back. This is good play for him, especially since Wicked was in a position to try and get the refrag. But Ghost on the other side, taking down Vic, who has been mainly the heavy hitter for this Western Jesters lineup. But he was unable to do anything, and it does seem like bombs sticking towards B, and despite the fact that Western Jesters have kind of rotated towards that A site. Finally, the bomb's being rotated. 30 seconds left. This probably will not go well, especially since Disrupt's in a good position to get that frag, which he does. He's low on HP, he needs to hide, and he needs to have his teammates backing him up. Wally pushing up on site to back his teammate up. West in a good position, bottom triple. Now it's all up to Ghost to try and get this frag, but Disrupt and West take him out together, just like the team that they are. And this is something which we spoke about a little bit, that Western Jesters have been playing very well as a team in these last few maps, in the last few games, and that's why I've sort of favored towards them in this series. 5-stack has shown a little bit of that in the past games, but so far haven't been as strong. But I do like the fact that the utility is very there for Western Jesters, and the fact that even though that Vic probably could have got a smoke or could ask for a token for a grenade or something like that, they are disciplined to not spend all of their tokens, which is great to see. And the utility working very effectively after getting that nade kill. And ooh, disrupting the pattern for 5-stack right now. He's been playing so well in this series. First map on Invasion, he played well on, and he's carrying that over, which is great to see. It really is thick. He needs to get these frags. Nicholas can't get that first frag back. Now it's Neo who's pushing onto side, who took out Blade, making it 2 versus 3. Wally is rotating to Windows, and there is Disrupt still alive, who's been so good in this series so far, and he could actually spot out Neo, but Neo actually wins that duel, just leaving Wally in a 1 versus 2. He smokes out Neo so he can't peek, and it's up to Dallas and Neo to try and make sure that Wally can't clutch this 1 versus 3 out. And Dallas will get that frag. 3-1. Finally, 5-stack getting the first round on the board in round 4, which is a good start. But now they need to start stringing rounds together. Try and make sure the economy can grow. Be interesting to see if they can do that. Western Jesters buying up 3 MP40s. No STGs. That's why West probably could have got one and still kept that smoke. The outside 3, well, actually 4 Thompsons with a Durand and the scope on Ghost. Look at this aggressiveness from Vic and Blade. They already pushed out long, and this is where they're going to start baiting in. Blade takes out one. Vic trying to take out another one onto Nicholas, but the nade's going to try and catch him out. But Vic still gets Neo. And he's still in this situation, but now the trades are coming in, and Vic is somehow still alive. He can't really move. He needs his teammates to try and help him out, but he can't. But Disrupt on the other side of the map. He has to find one for himself. 2 versus 2, and this is where you want to see players playing together. And you can see Disrupt going up to heaven while Wally's just watching that mid-cross, because he knows that the 2 players are towards that B site. Now, the smokes are going to be an indicator that they are pushing onto the site, which Ghost is planning. And Nicholas trying to do his best, but disrupting the plant and disrupting the round. And that's going to be 4th round for Western Jesters. Going into round 6. Disrupt on 12 kills already. We're seeing a similar story which Pure had with Grog, I believe his name was. Sorry, my memory right now is terrible, since it is getting very late for me. And I'm buzzing on energy drinks, which is probably not the best combo. I don't normally take energy drinks to keep me awake, but this time I should have done. And Vic pre-firing that angle once more, hoping to get a nice headshot, but Neo, he gets a headshot himself, as well as Wicked finally disrupting the Disrupt himself over towards that A site, and they could see a rotation towards A. Well, he has rotated prematurely, which is good for him, but at the moment, 5-stack are still heading towards that B bomb site. West holding market. Oh, the timing not in his favor as Wicked finds out West, making it a 2 versus 4. Vic still on site, and you can finally see the rotations happening. Still one player trying to get Vic. He's just holding this angle. Now Wally, he's going to have a tough situation. He's not too careful, and it's probably best for him to try and save these guns, which does seem like it's what they want to do. As slowly 5-stack push onto that A site. It's actually allowed Wally actually to get back here and potentially stop them. Nicholas falls. Could even peek once more to try and get Neo, but cannot spot Neo behind the site, and the smoke's going to allow him to move away, and this is the point where you probably want to see them just try and save these weapons. Vic trying to get Wicked, but he gets tagged down to half HP, and he's going to start falling back. Wicked is still hunting though. 28 seconds. They can slightly afford to hunt, but if Wicked falls, that's going to lose some tokens for them, since he does have a 3 token weapon, and Wally's going to take it out. And Vic even taking out Dallas, just leaving Neo. But due to the fact that the distance is so far away, they can't get to the bomb site to try and defuse. So the round is going to be 4-2. It's still going to be in favor for Western Jesters. But slowly 5-stack are getting rounds, which is what you kind of want when you're playing on Liberation. It's just like what me and Mitch have been saying all day, like round about that ballpark of round 4, and that's when you start feeling a little bit confident going into the next half, where you can mount a comeback, you can start playing well. to try and get back into the map and try and win it. But let's see if they can do that and try and get a very commanding lead, because if they want to see that third map, which is Vanguard, which is what everyone wants to see, and I would love to have someone on with me to cast that, but I don't know if I will be able to at this time of night. It will be interesting. Wicked going up on top of the wall. Not going to spy out any players, but Disrupt might actually hear him, and he might actually try to peek round to try and get to him, but he will fall back. West is in mark, and if he's not too careful, he could easily get flanked, but luckily there is someone watching his back. But the smoke will make it difficult, but West will get that frag onto Nicholas. Now 5-stack have slowed things down. Ghost just watching in the dark in case anyone pushes, while Vic is in dark, waiting for anyone to push onto site, holding a headshot angle to try and get that headshot as fast as possible. And the smoke is going towards heaven, and that's actually going to allow Blade to peek around it. Neo in a good position to try and get that frag back. Actually, Vic falls to tenacity of Ghost. Finally, the bomb is rotating around it. If there's just one player watching it, it could cause disaster. Ooh, Wally getting caught out by Ghost. Ghost could even get more onto Disrupt if Disrupt is too careful, which he does. But a quick trade from West. But now it's all up to West in a 1 versus 3. Can he do it? He needs to ace it to win it. And I think it's a little bit too much on these young shoulders of West right now. Does manage to take down Dallas, and he could even get a second onto Wicked. Wicked just buying time, and he could just pick up the scope and just run away with it, making sure that this line not picks up that scope back up. It does seem like he's going to save, and this is what I like to see from Western Jesters a lot more compared to 5-stack. We've seen them save a lot more already in this map compared to the last map where most players weren't really saying they was trying to go for it, trying to go for that frag movie highlights, but it's not always going to work for them. And West will keep these weapons, which is a good combo, Thompson and scope to play with. He's got 6 tokens to give out to his teammates. He can spend 3 of them on himself on a nade or smoke, or just a smoke, and give the rest to his teammates, since Blade and Vic probably won't need them. So far, he's actually keeping them for himself, which is quite weird. You normally see a teammate with 6 tokens try and dish them out fairly amongst his teammates, try and get as much utility to play with. It does seem like a boost coming in here from Western Jesters. Disrupt boosting up West with the scope, and I haven't actually seen this boost before. This is actually really nice, and we can see a boost on the B bomb site, which is seen, which is a good pre-fire angle for most players, which spot it, and Neo with the nice shot taking out Blade. And that's why you don't see a lot of players do it, but Neo gets a second. West missing his shot, which is not going to help him much or his team. But damn, that was really, really beautiful shots from Neo. Just watching from Vix and Blade's perspective, the fact that he could hit those shots, and he's on 3 kills right now, just leaving West again. And at this point, you have to call it a save. 1 versus 3 once more, and you still got these strong weapons to play with, not having any impact with it. But damn, Neo really pulling out the stops right now. He's on 8 kills. Disrupts on 13. And only person which is lagging behind is Nicholas, who's on 2 kills. And it's going to be 4-4. It's all tied up. And 5-stack, even with 4 rounds, they got to be pleased with themselves. And they know they can get more, judging by this performance. But if you're Western Jesters right now, you have to switch something up. Because while those stacks, they looked amazing. Those boosts, it really did not work, especially since most players know the pre-fire angles for that boost on the B site. The middle one I thought was really nice, but it just yielded no result since no one was peeking the angle. Oh, Neo again. I should really be watching Neo right now. He's popping off. Let's see if they can keep this up. Blade up top. Vic also there to back up his teammates, and the smokes and the nades are gonna come out as Ghost is the first one to push onto the site. He's gonna spot that there's no players anyone site. He does get tagged down to 1 HP from a nade, and Vic throws a nade for himself, and that's gonna get another player down to 1 HP, but no frags, and it's actually Ghost who gets the first frag on to disrupt on this B bomb site. Nicholas trying his best, but it's Ghost again who gets that frag. Ghost on 2 frags this round, and Nicholas is looking to push up. He's been pretty quiet so far. He gets that final frag. Ghost getting a 3rd one to his name. And now they have taken the lead 5-stack, which is quite hard. Let's see what they can do here. 4-5. Scope still on Neo. I'm gonna watch him to see if he can get an early frag like he did. At the moment, it doesn't seem like it. Goes brought down to 1 HP again from these nades. If you're Western Jesters and these nades, you can't feel a little bit unlucky when you watch back and see how many times you brought this player down to 1 HP from their nade. But West playing close to the smoke with an MP40. Vic close by next to him pretty much. MP40 in hand as well. Grabbing each other's back. West getting that frag onto Ghost. It seems like Neo wants to push in as well, and he's tagged down West a little bit. But both players going to survive for the time being. Actually, Wally chiming in to take out Neo, and this hold on B side looking a lot stronger compared to what it was. Leaving just Dallas and Wicked. Ooh, Vic. A little bit too eager maybe. Pushes in and he dies, and Wicked actually getting disrupt on the other side of the map. That's almost getting another frag onto West. He might be a little bit lucky that he didn't die himself. Rotations are coming in. West actually taking down Wicked. As we can see, Dallas running all the way through A-halls, running towards a site past triple. No one in a position to try and get that frag, and he's going to be able to get the bomb down at least, but this is where West and Wally can push in together and try and get the frag together. They want to go in together, not one at a time. Dallas able to take down West, and he actually gets the 2nd frag, making it 6-4 and 5-stack. Very impressive half so far. And it's making my choice of Western Jesters being the team that can actually 2-0 this. We could be possibly seeing a 3rd map and this early on deciding it. But Western Jesters still have a lot of rounds to play with. But so does 5-stack. Ooh, Neo trying to go for a yellow frag. Misses the 2nd shot. Won't go for a nade. And Vic actually takes down Ghost with his own nade. Neo still peeking. It's going to be difficult for him to find any shots off. West close. Neo's actually still peeking this angle with the scope. No one really want to peek it with him. Wicked low and market. It's going to get spoiled out by Wally. And Wally's actually going to get that headshot through the market. Now the remaining 3 players from 5-stack is pushing in. Dallas actually gets that frag onto West. Neo chiming in, taking out Blade, leaving just Vic alone, and they won't check this corner. Vic able to get 1, but that's all he will be able to do. Wally trying his best, taking out 1 more player, and he's going to retreat. This is going to be good for his teammate if he can get to Wally just in time, which he will. If Neo pushes, Disrupt will get the refrag, which he does. 5-6. A close half so far between Western Jesters and 5-stack. if Western Justice makes this 6-this, this could be an interesting half. And 5-stack going for something very interesting, going for heavy utility in this final round with 5 Thompsons. So we're going to expect a quick play with a lot of smokes, since all 5 players have smokes to play with. Interesting to see how Western Justice responds, and they're going to reply with smokes and playing close as well, which could back. He's going to be in yellow, and West is actually going to hear that. Wally holding West's back. This is the type of angles which you want to hold together. West is slightly scared. He spots out Ghost. He gets that frag. Spots out the second player. Neo goes down, just leaving one player, which is Wicked, which Disrupt gets, and that's going to be 6-6 half. No one going on top of one another, but you have to kind of favor 5-stack going into the second half, as they are on the more unfavored side. And they managed to get 6. But we have seen how good Western Jesters Alex half have been, and since that's the round, or the halves which they've been more dominant on, let's see how they do on this allied half on Liberation. West picking up the shotgun early on, the smoke on Disrupt, and William Blade both picking up carbines. On the other side, we are seeing a shotgun, but a lot more Gavers, as well as the smoke themselves, and Ghost is actually going to be pushing up close with the popcorn gun, popcorn rifle. Ooh, the players push past each other, and he's actually going to get that first frag. He's going to pick up a shotgun. This is a good weapon to use. At the moment, the frags are going in favor for the Axes now. Ghost getting another one, just leaving Vic and Wally towards the B bomb site left, and Wally's gone down to 1 HP already, which isn't the best thing to happen for them. But bomb will go down. Oh. They say the internet hasn't gone. Yep, stream is disconnected. Whew. Okay, I am back. It seems like I'm gonna reconnect to match. Internet did drop for a second, so don't know what happened, but I'm gonna be back into the game now, and it is 6-7, which is interesting because I don't remember what the score was. That was a little bit scary since it dropped for just a second. Don't really know what happened, but Disrupt and Vic both getting frags. And I don't actually know who's left alive, because it says Blade is in a 1 versus 3. Oh, doesn't. It just says West, Wally, and Vic have no HP. And only Blade does. So this is interesting. Don't really know what to make of this, and I'm sorry for the disconnect. Don't really know what happened there. And I have lost track of what happened in this game. But bomb is down for Western Jesters, and it does seem like 5-stack actually won the first round of the half, which is a good start for them. Vic actually able to take down Ghost. Dallas wants to push onto Blade, and that's going to be 7-7. So this is going to still be a tight half, in spite of what happened. This is making me thirsty right now. Seven, 7. Wally's actually picking up the scope. And 5sec, going with their name, 5-secking with shotguns on Liberation. Now we're going to see if the shotguns will prevail over the regular weapons, and they're going to get pushed towards B, and I think Blade would have spotted at least 1 or 2 players close. You can see Vic, he's being a little bit wary about this. If he's careful, he will speak Dallas, and he actually gets that frag. He actually wins that duel, as well as West winning his. Wicked only winning 1. And Wicked is going to stay around the area, as West is just holding shotgun angle. Vic actually takes down Wicked, just leaving 1 player left alive, and that's going to be Neo with a shotgun. This shotgun play, low audacious, and I'd like to say valiant as it was, not going to work out, as it would seem like the 8th round for Western Jesters will go through. Because I doubt Neo can find 4 players, despite how strong the shotgun is, in 40 seconds. Well, less than 40 seconds. West holding the angle and easily gets that frag. So 8-7. And looking at the scoreboard, Vic and Disrupt at the top. On the outside, Ghost again, surprising me. Not really a player which you normally see at the top of the scoreboard, in my experience. I really do need energy right now, Sean. It's getting late. My voice is getting slightly raspy as it is. And Nicholas almost falling to a nade. He's going to be a little bit upset with that, especially since he's shotgun playing. He wants to get close. Dallas trying his best to try and get Vic, but he's unable to. West on the other side of the map, able to get 1. The quick trade from Disrupt low, making sure that West's kill wasn't in vain. And they're going to slowly rotate back around, and Disrupt needs to be careful. Nicholas ran out, in which Nicholas will win that duel, and he's going to know the information about the bomb, but he's going to retreat despite that fact. But Wicked, he's going to stay in the area, which is quite uncommon. And that actually allowed Wally to pick up the bomb. Maybe if Nicholas stayed, could be a different story. But Wally is going to try and pick down mid, which no one will want to show himself. And Vic right now is clearing the B site, which is going to tell his teammates, yo, I got the B site right now. Let's go towards B and we can get his plant. I still got my smoke to play with. And he's like, I got a smoke as well. I'll smoke off B arch. Now Blade, just watch the B arch smoke in case they push. Vic takes out Dallas. And now it's going to be a 2 versus 3 retake situation for 5-stack right now. I want to say white now. Why not? Nicholas actually gets pushed back as he joins his teammate Wicked, and at this point I would say call for a save, and because all the smoke's coming down, the positions held by Western Jesters, it's going to be a difficult retake situation as it is, especially when Vic is hitting shots like that, and now you see Nicholas pulling back. Can I buy your hat, Cole? I do not know. I don't even know where I got this hat from. In fact, a nice story about it is my mom bought it for me. Don't know actually what site she got it from, but it's pretty simple. It's just text which says Kaiserson. So, very nice. And it's very nice that Western Jesters are keeping the lead at 9-7. But at some point you're going to see 5-stack putting out some of the bigger weapons, especially since Neo's got 8 coins, and we already seen Ghost, Dallas picking up unscoped cars, Neo picking up an SCG, smoke and nade with Nicholas, who's got smoke and nade, and then Wicked also picking up an SCG with a smoke. Gonna be an interesting round to see if they can keep this hold. And Dallas, he wants to try and go for an early frag as possible, but he's holding a tight angle. And Neo, he needs to be careful, especially since Vic has been popping off. He's been popping heads. And Ghost on the other side of the map towards A with unscoped car. He's going to get pushed very soon, and he needs to hit his shots, but so far West and Disrupt are pushing through. Shots trying to get Nicholas, and Ghost tagging him up, and That's actually going to cause him to die. Vic does manage to take down Neo towards the B bomb site though. And this could cause a rotation, but the bomb dropping round A halls, well, actually A long, that's going to cause some problems. But so is West being in this position. If he pushes down mid, he can get the player, which is wicked. The iron tank, which he does. This is going to cause some confusions, but look at West again. Nice angle from West taking out Dallas. And now that B bomb site is secure, they have managed to get the bomb and they're going to rotate. Bomb will be planted. Nicholas with the nade. A little bit premature. Maybe he actually might catch off Wally, but he's been waiting. And actually gets Vic. The nade was designed for Dark. I didn't even realize that. This makes this retake situation slightly easier. Ooh, I looked away just for a second as Wally gets that frag onto Nicholas. Now it is all up to Ghost, and even though you're losing 9-7 and it could be 10-7, I would say just save 1 versus 3. The chance of you winning this round very slim. 25 seconds left. The positions on Western Jesters right now is so much stronger, and they can make sure that you're not holding it. And Wally getting that frag. Ghost didn't have to push onto side like that and die needlessly. 10-7. And it's these little small mistakes which is actually going to cost you in the end of winning this finals and securing that spot in the grand finals. Because of course, if you win this, you don't just win $500 for each member of the team. You also grant a slot to the grand finals, which is at the end of this 5-week. This being the first week, of course, and we had the first week last week, which we'll have the finals tomorrow at some point. Great trades between Ghost and Blade. But Ghost ran out. He's on a rampage somewhere. And so is the rest of his team. Wicked taking out Blade, trying to take down Wally. Wally misses his shot. And Ghost still on a rampage. Where's Ghost right now? Too far away from Vic, since Vic's already on B site and he could get Dallas. But Dallas just moving out of the angle just in time. Peek from Dallas. Just gonna keep his life. And the knife gonna come in from Dallas, making it 10-8. So they're gonna keep it modest at least between the two. But really Ghost, he's been popping off right now. He's on 18 frags, leading his team on the upside. Disrupt and Vic 18 and 19 respectively. Playing a lot better, but Blade, he's having a slow game. 5 kills on him. And we have seen him make quite a few mistakes in terms of firepower in the series as well as in the tournament. Neo taking out Vic. That's going to be a person which you're going to miss late in the round, as well as Wally being taken out by Waken. And Neo, he wants to push this even more. He even gets that frag onto Blade. Don't expect that too much. It's all up to Disrupt and West. And Disrupt nearly taking out Ghost. He's going to push up even more, taking out Ghost finally. After bringing him down to 1 HP. But we'll be collecting. And there is a player in triple. West just making sure that market is clear. Smoke coming out from Disrupt. Are we going to smoke between the cross between A and triple? Don't know if that's really going to help his teammate much. And then finally, the spawn and the smoke being pushed out. West pushing underneath, trying to get that play and bomb triple. Smoke gonna try to fade, and Nicholas actually gonna get that frag. 2 frags from him, and 10-9. This game is as close as the last one. And possibly a third map could be coming in. Of course, Western Jesters won the first map, which was Invasion. Second map being Liberation, which I believe is 5-stack's pick. And then, of course, the last pick being Vanguard. And we're seeing 3 Thompson coming out for Western Jesters. And a lot of smokes. Oh, not what you want to see. Neo taking out Wally with a nade as they start pushing towards that B side. This is going to tell them that it's going to be a B. The car reigning supreme on this side, as well as Dallas with the STG, and the smokes covering the cover. It's not going to help anyone out, but West will be able to take down Nicholas, and at this point you have to start retreating. from this attack and try a new approach. Especially when you have Ghost watching tank. West and Blade rotating all the way around through Graveyard, and Ghost, he wants to push this. He's not looking at the right angle. Now he is, and this could allow him to get the frag, but Blade too quick, taking out Ghost, and this is going to cause a rotation, a massive rotation from 5-stack as they try and beat the allies pushing onto the A site, which they kind of will. Dallas will follow to West. Wicked able to bring it back all up to West now, and he will fall 10-10 back to all even. Bomb wasn't able to go down, and economy on 5-stack looking so much better and so much more healthier than it did before. Be interesting to see how they're gonna tackle this round. 4 SCGs and a Khan 5-stack. On the other side, we're seeing 3 Thompsons, a Bar, and a Garand. So no one-shot capability, but a 2-shot capability. There will be Wally and Disrupt almost being brought down to 0 HP. The smoke not being good on Ivy, but it's not going to matter too much. So players are pushing towards A, and there's 3 players around the A ball mark, and Disrupt and West is going to meet them, and they're going to start falling back up and getting tagged up. Wicked Low taking down West. Right now, Vic, he's sneaking towards this B-bomb site. He's been sneaking very, very well so far. Wally taking out Dallas. This is going to maybe cause rotations, and if it can take down Neo, this could cause an easy control of the B-bomb site. No, there's still a smoke on Vic, but it's going to be his teammate which smokes it off. And Vic playing this very carefully. But he's controlling the site so well. Disrupt taking around Ghost, and Nicholas is going to be a little bit too slow to spot out the bomb, which is on Wally rotating round. It's actually going to be Nicholas all that is left in a 1 versus 4. And Nicholas is pushing on site, gets the planner, gets Vic as well, gets a third onto Blade. 20 seconds left, and it's all up to Disrupt to try and tackle this round. And Nicholas knows that the bomb is on site, and Disrupt has to try and get it for himself. And Disrupt actually picks up the bomb. And he's actually going for the plant. 10 seconds left. He has to stick it. Nicholas has to realize this very soon. Now he does, and it's going to be too late as Disrupt actually goes off the bomb already. He's rotating all the way around as Nicholas checking out corners, checking to see where Disrupt has gone. But by the time he realizes that he's from Ivy, it's going to be too late. That's going to be 11-10. Western Jester getting their 11th round. Nicholas trying so much for the heroics, getting that free kick, but he's unable to get Disrupt as Disrupt outbrains him. But let's see if they can keep that up. Such a close round. You're going to suggest a close game to end this map and possibly this series. Neo. Good nade, but unable to find any damage. Smoke towards Ivy. 1 failed, 1 is good. Wally watching down mid. Westo, he's got the bomb. He tags down Ghost, and he's actually going to fall back. He doesn't really want to face that shotgun at that range, and Ghost is going to fall back all the way back. And that's when you want to be West. Push back now. Vic gets 1, almost gets a second. Teammate Blade gets a second. The B-bomb site is secure, and the only person really in position to try and stop anything is Nicholas, and the bomb actually crosses despite that fact. Ghost close, but it's going to be Vic who gets that frag. Vic's almost on a roll. He almost gets Nicholas, but he will fall. As Disrupt is now in a position to push, and he takes down Nicholas. They want this match point. They want to end this quick, and it's all up to Wicked to try and do a 1 versus 4 clutch to make sure that they don't have to fight for overtime. But West will take him out. Match and championship point for Western Jesters. 5-stack has to fight 2 rounds. No scope available for any of the players on them, but shotguns available in spades. On the other side, we've got 4 Thompsons and a scope. 2 shotguns, 2 SCGs, and an MP40 on 5 sec. Let's see if they can make this work. They want to try and stay in this game. They want to make sure they can get to the third map. Lots of smokes and nades pushing through, but it's only tagging up Dallas. But Wally getting that first frag to possibly end this best of 3 right here. Blade getting down near Neo. Unlucky they're not to get that frag with a shotgun in that range. But Ghost, he's fighting. He's got that life in him. Taking down Disrupt. He's been so good for Western Jesters. But now Dallas, he needs to go huge defending this bomb site. He needs to get at least 2 frags here to be able to help his teammates. And he gets spotted out. He does manage to tag out 1 player. He managed to get the frag onto West. The shotgun's so dangerous, but Vic takes him out before he does any more damage. And the bomb would be going down, leaving it in a 2 versus 3. And it's Ghost being one of those 2. He actually falls to Vic. Vic is on fire. I spoke to Vic just before the tournament started. I said, "Are you going to win this?" He said, "Of course we are." The confidence on this team. They want to close out now. Nicholas, he wants to keep them in. It has to be some huge heroics, but it's not going to happen as Vic closes out the game, closes out the series, making it 2-0 and 13-10. Very close game. 26 kills on Vic. Disrupt on 22. The only people close to those 2 was actually West and Ghost on the other side. But it's a well-fought game and a well-deserved victory for Western Jesters. And what a game it was.